All right, everyone, Babylon here. This is episode 39, Relocated. This is a quite lengthy one. You can tell it's an hour and 11 minutes. I did cut some of it out to cut it down from an hour and 45 minutes. But it was a, man, I tell you, after doing this quest, I'm going to advise everybody to do this. Take an extra saddle with you. I'm serious. I should have took the saddle off my moa and left my well, not leave my wolves, but left my moa protected there at the base, and then you went and got the zebras out of the way. It'd probably been a lot faster. But you can see here where we had run an issue with animals attacking us right off the bat. Gotta get everybody fed and everything. But yeah, it was pretty cool. There's not going to be a whole lot. You got to be prepared too, because you're going to get attacked by a lot of cougars. I mean, they were just everywhere. Uh, Especially after you got your zebra and you're trying to lead them back. I did two at one time, uh, and basically got to walk them back. You know, if you don't have a saddle to ride them, then but you also don't want to get too far away from them because they do move slower than the moa, and they do move slower than you sprinting. So it would actually cause issues with the jaguars attacking them, or not jaguars, but the cougars attacking them, and possibly kill one of them. You don't want them to die. You want them to get them back to the base. And apparently, I didn't keep them because really, I just don't have the use for the zebras or the room for it. I mean, I got plenty of animals at my base. But apparently, at the end of this, you can keep them if you want to. And if you take your time and let them help fight the jaguars, they'll get loaded up pretty quick. Want to clear this place out before bringing the herd back here. Yeah, see, you got to clear all these cougars out, but you still get attacked by cougars, even though you can see them. They're killing them through the doors there. Get it opened up. There, I even damaged the wall on that one. I mean, they're everywhere in there. Alright, let's go round them up. And there's more outside. But yeah, I did repair the base up a little bit before I went and got the first zebra. I went for the closest one here to just to see how it was going to react. And there is a voice glitch with this one, but you'll hear it later where he constantly just keeps talking about the zebra being back and all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I did not tear this base down or destroy the base. I left it there. I figured this being a quest base, maybe it'll stay versus something I might build, and I'll be able to use it to sleep at, especially if I'm going to come down and farm the sandworms or something. It's got the bed, it's got the fireplace, all that stuff already. So I didn't pay attention if there was any workbenches or anything. But eventually I stopped doing this here. I think it's after I fixed this wall here, I think. I kind of stopped doing all that repair stuff. But yeah, it was a time-consuming one. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fairly simple. Other than having to use a lot of ammunition for killing those jaguars. Now the option just got to go find them, and it's just like if you tamed one of them, you got to go up and press on it to accept it, and then or to claim it, and then turn around, just get him to follow you, and he'll just walk behind you the whole damn way. But like I said, if I was thinking like what I was when I was a young man, I would have took the saddle off the moa and then used that saddle to get ride the zebras back, it probably would have been a lot faster doing it that way. But like I said, once you get them, you will be attacked by cougars. So you don't want to get too far away from them. You don't want to get too far ahead of them, you know. And I did take the wolf pack with me, but and then of course the furthest ones out, I used a mower to run that far, except for on the first one, I think. And then after that, I'd use the mower to get to them and claim them, then lead them back. But I had to run back on foot, so that way I wouldn't get too far ahead. I mean, even walking speed for the mower outdoes the zebras by quite a bit. So to keep everybody together, so that way they can be protected from the cougars. Damn it! But and that's just how it would wind up. But it was pretty cute. It was a cute mission. But I think this is actually like a free part of the game. There, you get when you buy it there, you can go in there and you can see a free content, and I think that's where this mission comes from, the zebra one, where you can get zebras anyway. Because I haven't found a way to catch a zebra, but I hadn't tried to either after this was over with. But there he is. That's your first one. You'll know it's the right zebra because it doesn't have that health marker above it. So, and I thought you had to sneak up on them, like he said earlier. So I was trying to sneak up on them. In the end, they don't run from you. They just wait on you.
Before Icarus decides to take a bite out of them, or you.
Set them to follow them and let them come up behind you. Now, I thought they might have been faster than the horse because you see how fast they run from you in the game. So I just took off sprinting and didn't think nothing of it until after I started hearing the fight or the cougars. I had to turn around and go back for him. And of course, I get over here and there's cougars fighting Momoa. He is moving toward you, but he's moving slow. Then of course, there you see the cougar come up behind him, attacking. Now the last two. This is actually nothing compared to what attacks when I go get the other two. When I got two at one time and brought them back, I mean there were cougars everywhere on that one. I went through so much ammo. But once they get back, they're safe. As far as I can tell, they're safe. I didn't stick around to see if anything's going to attack them afterwards. I just went ahead and just went and got the zebras, the next zebras, and came back.
Home is where the food is.
Of course, I try to get them in here. Yeah, kind of gave up. This is where I decided to just go ahead and run off and get the next one. And I just checked his health there. And I really didn't realize just how far he was going to be from the base when I went to go get him. But I'm gonna just transition up there to where he's at. That way, y'all didn't have to sit there and watch that whole thing.
I will admit, their eyes do kind of freak me out a wee bit.
And of course, you know, I could get him back to base. Now this one here, I'm going to show the full trip back. That way you can just see just how many uh, Jaguar. Well, it won't be this one. I'll go past this one here, and then I'll show you on the one where I carry the tube back just how many Jaguars or Cougars you will run. And we're back at the base with the new one.
Home is where the food is.
Now I am going to take the mower on this one here. I'm going to let this one ride all the way to it, and then getting those two and then coming back. I want you to see just how many Jaguars you're going to run across. You know, and I probably could have filled my inventory up with vestiges from it. And then of course, you know, there's another level. I think at this point I got like 400 something skill points to spend in the deal. But that's way more than enough. There, just make sure his health's all right. But on the way back, you have to run with him because, like I said, the mower, you walk so fast with the mower versus run-wise, and yeah, it was just very. That's what took so long was getting them back.
Though I'm not sure how glad this one is to be back.
And there's that glitch. You
Home
see,
is where the
it's
food is.
saying it again. But when you get far enough away from it, it stops. And then, of course, you know, when we get these two and we come back, it was back to saying the same thing over and over once you got so close to the base.
There we go. Excellent work.
The last one was on top of one of the deals. You had to get make a bunch of ramps and stuff to get up there to get to him and get him down and bring him back to end the mission. But it's at the end of the day, it's I mean, you know, it could have been better, I guess. You know, like I said, just took a saddle back, did one at a time, just got the zebra and ride them back with the wolves instead of because I could have got them to sprint and could have got them back faster that way. Versus
good work. Though I'm not sure how glad this one is.
Doing it the way I did it, we're just running out and getting one or two, and then slowly walking them back. The final one was, you know, I almost died on that one. Almost, you know, me and the ramps. I don't know what it is with me and ramps, but I almost fell off. But here I thought I went far enough. It wasn't. It was clear across the desert zone there. But like I said, I got these two together and walking both back.
Though I'm not sure how glad this one is.
But I probably could have kept them. I just didn't feel like I just didn't feel like I had room nor the patience, I guess, to keep making that much food. I already had enough animals that's eating quite a bit and everything. So I didn't feel like I should make another one, you know. That's when I realized I got all the way across there to get them. If there were my animals back in my base and they got that far away, they would just stayed out there. You know, you won't wander that far off, buddy. You pay the price for it, doesn't it? You know. But like I said, there were so many of those cougars there. If I would have used a taxidermy knife on every one of them, I would probably Still be doing the quest right now, I think. But here he is.
I don't like the way this one is looking at you.
But don't worry, he gets to feeling better about the zebras. But yeah, that's when I realized the reason why he was never moving. I didn't have him set to follow. I had to go back and get him to follow. But mistakes are made, man. That's all I can say. Like I said, though, if I was to do this quest again, I would probably, just grab the saddle and took the saddle and did one at a time and ride them back so it would go back through there faster. So you're already coming across those cougars there. We come down, we'll grab that one there, then we'll carry them back, and then we'll come back and get that last one. I went ahead and went around that plateau thing, thinking maybe he was on one side or the other, if there might have been another way up, but couldn't find out there wasn't. So if you want to carry all three back at the same time, make sure you bring the ramps and stuff to get up there. So that is a long way up. Which makes me wonder how the hell he got up there to begin with. See how far behind they are. It's unreal. And of course, here comes the Jaguars up behind them. And he's trailing behind everybody. I didn't realize I was shooting at my own damn wolf there. Yeah, they just keep coming behind you. And in a minute, when we get to them, we'll wind up getting them coming from both sides, in front and behind us. But like I said, it was just so many of them. It was unreal. I was not expecting to have that much to do other than just get them back. But there, I heard him screaming. There comes two. They just ripped him apart when he ran through. I still need to do that. I really need to figure out how much I can get out of them enzymes and stuff before I lose an animal. But there's the second one there.
Hey there, little fella. No. I guess they're kind of cute. So long as it doesn't bite you.
Kept wanting to sprint all the way, but I didn't want to get too far ahead of the zebras. Because, like I said, they're moving way slower than the pack of wolves and the hyenas. But, yeah, I mean, I didn't see no other way up there. So I just went ahead and took these two back to the base after going all the way around, making sure. It's, I don't know how you want to say it. It was frustrating. I spent quite a bit of time walking around it. But there's no actual way though, actually for an animal to get up there, or for you to get up there. I don't see why they put an animal up there. But that'd be a pretty cool place to build though. Build your base up on top of one of those where you're not down at the bottom. But problem B is getting down to the bottom. You would have to figure out a good ramp system or something.
Though I'm not sure how glad this one is to be back.
Yeah, and at this point here, he just starts doing his thing. But yeah, here comes all these jaguars coming up behind us. Here comes some from the front. But it was like this all the way around.
Where the food is. Good work. Though I'm not sure how glad this one is to be back. Nice and safe. Well, for Icarus anyways.
And there's 4 more oil too. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to add any more pump jacks and stuff. I mean, I got plenty of oil coming in, so for this part of the game anyway. Yeah, they just keep coming. They don't. You can probably farm them for vestiges there if you had enough taxidermy and stuff knifed in order to get as
There
many
we
as you
go.
can.
Excellent
But
work.
if that's what something you want to do, but I don't really think the value of it of the vestiges will outweigh the time you'll spend on gathering that many anyway. See, they're still down there fighting those cougars down there. And at that point, when I saw those run past, I thought I lost the but come to find out, I think they teleported. I think.
Nice and safe. Well, for Icarus anyways.
Mm.
Nice and safe. Well, for Icarus anyways.
Man, I used a lot of ammo on this one.
Nicely done. You made it back safely.
At this point right here, I was like, man, I wish that dude would just shut up. Man, it started driving me nuts. But yeah, I mean, it was just constantly attacking, you know. That's why I feel like if you would have had your uh, saddle and just put one on one, you could have gone back faster. And while the wolves dealt with what was behind you, I think you've been better off.
Good work. Though I'm not sure how glad this one is to be back.
But the woods and the hyenas, they did a good job though. course, you know, we're from the front too.
Nice and safe. Well, for Icarus, anyways.
And okay, so we come some more.
There we go. Excellent work.
You know, I thought eventually that those would quit attacking, but they kept attacking all the way back to the base. You know, which I thought was unreal. I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I enjoyed it because you know, you had to really defend everything. But wow, I mean, you know, it was like that first
Nice
one
and
we
safe.
did wasn't very that many, not
For
very many of
Icarus,
them at
anyways.
all. Then that second one, you know, there wasn't really that much. But you got two of them together and making that one trip, it just, I mean, it was just got unreal how many of those cougars showed up. And of course, here comes some more. I don't know where that one even came from.
Home is where the food is.
And it did kind of seem like the closer we got, the more frequently they attacked. But I could be wrong about that. I mean, it just seemed that way.
Good work. Though I'm not sure how glad this one is to be back.
Hmm.
Nicely done. You made it back safely.
And of course we make it back.
Home. Good work. Though I'm not nice and safe. Well, for Icarus anyways.
And there comes some more of those jaguars. Or cougars, excuse me. I don't know why I keep calling them jaguars. But
There we go. Excellent work.
now from here on out I gotta make some ramps and stuff. So I'm gonna uh, transition through that there and show you where we had to, how we had to get up and everything later. That way the video doesn't have to be too so damn long. But like I said, it took quite a bit to do. But I'll see you back here in a few. And we're back. All right, got all the ramps and stuff I needed to make. I just transported it over here instead of showing the travel deal. This mission took about like I said about an hour and a half, maybe hour and 45 minutes. I narrowed it down to like an hour and 11 minutes in the beginning of this, and then I just cut it down to 45 minutes. There was a lot of stuff in there really, I mean, it didn't make no sense. But here you can see I'm putting all this stuff back up on the map here. Now, some people are just good at ramping up and stuff, but like I said here, I had an issue coming back down. I almost fell off. So, yeah, I don't know. I think in fact, it's right up here on this one piece right up here. Right here is where I almost lost it. But, yeah, it's risky if you want to go up and do stuff like that. I mean, but I think it's crazy that the how you want to say it? I guess you want to say that the map. And here I kind of stuck out over the edge to go finish going up, which didn't make any sense to me. But we get up here anyway, and then of course you'll see him up here, and I go over and grab hold of him. I see that I'm saying this right here probably be a pretty cool place to build a base. It's almost level, you know what I mean? Pretty good size area. Only issue would be getting up and down, you know. Take off sprinting, your animals will fall off the cliff and stuff like that. But I guess you can always keep your animals down the field, I guess. Now I had to be careful getting him down. It just, it just took a little bit to get him down. And of course I took my ramps and stuff off because it wasn't coming back up there. Once I figured out where I came up at anyway. But that's the only downside of building on cliffs and stuff. You gotta be careful when you start to go down. Especially if you use, I don't know, maybe it'll be different if I use stair pieces or something. But like stairs and stuff to get on there and then transition down. So like here I start taking it a little easier and he just gets down there like that. And of course, he starts walking up and getting in the way. Of course, here I'm trying to get that stuff while I'm already up here. Here I'm trying to get him to come all the way down. Get him out of the way. Which he thought did a good job coming down. And I'll go up and I'll start taking everything apart. See, I think that's my biggest problem. I'm so used to sprinting. I guess you can say right there. Ooh, scared the hell out of myself right there. Even watching it there scares me again. I get so tired of dying on something that simple. But end of the day, though, it is a simple quest. I mean, it's just time consuming, and of course you know, I guess that broke when I jumped on it. I guess, but or took damage. It didn't actually break, but had to repair it first. And I think I got like one or two pieces stuck inside the clip. I couldn't get out of it either. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the mission. It's just that I got no use for the zebras. I don't think. Not they're gonna move that slow. It's almost like having the boars. I mean, it's just only difference is you probably take a herd of them with a bunch of resource stuff, but you got a buffalo that can do that and carry more weight. And here I just transitioning back. I mean, I have to get the animals all hooked up and following again. And I just went back, but I didn't show the travel back. What was weird was with this one here, there really was only I think like two cougars. I guess I wiped out all the cougars on the map. I guess. But I got them back and ended the quest and get quite a few rewards. 5 saddles altogether. But I put a couple on the zebras just so I can get them out of the deal. But there it is. I think it came down already. Yeah, there it is. We went out there and see what we have, and it's quite a bit. I mean, it was definitely worth doing. That's for certain. Got some titanium out of it, some pod drops and stuff. Now the saddles, I went ahead and kept a few of the saddles. I think, yeah, I did, and then transferred quite a bit of stuff over to make room for those exotics and stuff. And like I said, I did put a couple of saddles on the zebras. And there was 2 solar panels here. You're able to pick them up, and they're not quest item uh, uh, solar panels. I used those to do the next mission before we went back, the one I messed up on. You just run a big laser and then you go and scope an area out. I mean, really, I didn't see any purpose for the mission really, other than it's supposed to open up the Arctic zone from that side. But other than that, I mean, I didn't really see a point in doing the mission because it just puts you right through the. It was like opening the pass up from the avalanche, laser type deal. But well, I'm gonna call it here, man. I appreciate everything. If you watched, just leave a like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Let me know. Nobody's left a comment yet, so I might have to have one of my friends check that out, see if that's working or not. But all right, I appreciate it, and y'all have a good one and peace.